I want to explain why marginal revenue deviates below the demand curve. This is very important. The AP exam likes to ask this quite a bit. So let's say I'm a monopolist. I use that ridiculous example in class where I sell the exclusive mug. Here it is, my exclusive mug. And let's say I have kind of an unlimited supply of that, but I'm facing a downward sloping demand curve. And let's say I know my demand schedule. So I know I can sell one mug for $9. I can sell 2 mugs for $8, 3 mugs for $7. And on this side, the left side, I'm not going to be a price discriminator. So if I decide to sell one mug, my total revenue, 9 times 1 is 9. I had 0 revenue before, now my marginal revenue is 9. So my marginal revenue, which I'm going to represent by the circle, and the demand curve or price, I'll do the black dot, they start the same, both at 9. But let's say instead of wanting to sell 1, I decide to sell 2. So my price is now 8 instead of 9. That's the law of demand. Price goes down, quantity demand, it goes up. So 8 times 2, selling 2 of these now, is $16. My total revenue is 16. Marginal revenue is the difference, the change in total revenue divided by the change in quantity. Here my quantity is 1, my change in total revenue is 7. So now my marginal revenue is 7, but my demand is 8. My price is 8. Why does it deviate? Well, the person who was paying 9 is now paying 8. They get, think of it as $1 of consumer surplus they've received back. So when I lower my price for one, I lower it for everyone, so I leave some money on the table. Some of the money goes into those consumers' pockets. Now, instead of selling 2, I say I wanted to sell 3. 7 times 3 is 21. My marginal revenue here is 5. Now the person who was paying 8, or actually we had 2 people paying 8, they both get another $1 of consumer surplus back. That's the difference between 5 and 7. I'm leaving dollars on the table. So now my marginal revenue with 3 is going to be 5, whereas my demand is 7. If we look at the first degree price discriminator, when I lower the price for one, I don't have to lower it for others. You'll see that marginal revenue and price will be the same. So here I'm selling one good for 9, so that's 9. Just like before. Now when I drop my price to $8 to sell it to the second person, I still get to charge the first person $9 because that's first degree price discrimination. So 9 plus 8 is 17. Change here is going to be 8. And now the marginal revenue and the price are the same. And that's because there's no consumer surplus here. I'm not leaving any money on the table. When I drop my price for one, I don't have to drop it for other people. Now if I want to sell the third one, I add $7 because I'm still charging the first person 9, the second person 8, the third person 7, which is 24. The difference here is 7. So now marginal revenue and price are the same again, or demand are the same again. And that's with a first degree price discriminator, because when I lower the price for one, I don't have to change it for other people. I'm not leaving any consumer surplus, any money on the table. So marginal revenue equals demand or price.